be here. Okay, so my name is Jinine Laishramcha, so you can call me Jinine. And my family name is Laishramcha. So I have a very long family name, Laishramcha. And I was born and brought up Manipur. Have you ever heard, this place like Manipur before? Manipur is like Singapore, the pronunciation, the sound is like Singapore, and yeah, Manipur. And Manipur is in India, so today I'm going to talk about India. There are many things happening in India, so it will be interesting. A lot of good things and also a lot of strange things happening in India. So I am from Manipur, and Manipur is in India. And my birthplace, Manipur, is very far away from capital city, New Delhi. Do you know what is the capital city of India?
New Delhi.
Yes, New Delhi is very far away. And Manipur is very important. Like, do you know what is this? What is this? Polo. So, have you seen like T-shirt having this polo symbol?
Yes.
All right. So, my place, my birthplace, Manipur. So, Polo was born in Manipur, in my place. So, Manipur is the place where Polo was born. Have you seen something like playing polo before? Do you know polo? Horse? Do you have horses here in Korea?
No. Yes.
Horses?
Yeah.
Okay. You know this? So, these people are playing hockey. You know the hockey?
Yes.
They are playing hockey, just riding, horses. So, polo is a kind of hockey, riding on horses. Yes. Yeah, so there are many colors, fashions of India. What I mean, there are many things in India. In Korea, how many languages do you have in Korea?
One.
Only one. And how many types of people in Korea?
One.
Yeah, almost one, all right. But in India, there are many languages, many people, different colors, and very different dresses. A lot of things are there. So you can see where is India now. Can you see China?
Yes.
And can you see Korea?
Yes.
All right. So now you can look out where is India, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can see India. How many provinces, how many dong here in Korea? Like stage, you know? Like Gyeonggi-dong. How many states do you have here in Korea? About?
8.
Exactly 8. Alright. In India, 29. We have 29 states. And also we have smaller kind of states. We call it union territory. We call it union territory. 9 union territories we have. Altogether, there are about, 38. Yeah, 38. There are 38 places. States and union territories together, there are 38. It's very interesting. India cannot live without A, B, C. Indian people cannot live without A, B, C. So, let's see what are A and B and C. Okay. What is this? A. Astrology. Do you know what is astrology? Astrology is all about. All right. Just a moment. Okay, I will tell you more after this slide. Okay. Anyway, astrology, Bollywood, cricket. So let's go to astrology first. Do you know what is this? Zodiac signs like Libra, Leo, Scorpio, Gemini. What do you call it in Hangul? This is astrology. And Indian people, they believe in astrology. When they are building a new house, they are looking for a new date, new time, and a completely lucky month. They are finding out a particular date and a month because they think that it will be kind of good luck for them. And maybe it may be marriage. So if someone is going to get married, they should find out a particular lucky day. So this is kind of astrology. So Indian people, they believe very much in horoscope or astrology. So for the good fortune and for the good things to come to life, Indian people, they wear like these stones. So many Indian people, they are wearing kind of rings using these different types of stones. So this is astrology or horoscope, and this is very, very important for Indian people. But for me, I don't believe in astrology or horoscope. And what is this? Bollywood movies, Bollywood. We can talk more about this after. So in Indian movies, there are a lot of singing and a lot of dancing. Do you know this game? So we call it cricket. Do you play cricket in Korea?
No.
No. So instead of a cricket, what do you play?
Baseball.
Yes. Cricket is something like baseball, but not exactly, but somewhat, yeah, same. So, yeah, these things are very important. Astrology, Bollywood, cricket. So now let me share some facts about India. Do you know Hollywood?
Yes.
Where is the Hollywood? In USA, in California. So Hollywood is not the biggest film industry in the world. Hollywood is not. The biggest movie industry in the world is in India. We call it Bollywood. And we have a huge population. 1.3 billion people in India. So China has the biggest population, but I think this time India may be the biggest world population. So India has now 1.3 billion people. In Korea, how many people do you have? Maybe 50,000 million. But in India, 1.3 billion. A lot of people there. And largest number of languages in India in terms of 1,000 languages. So in my small place called Manipur that Polo was born. In Manipur is a kind of small kind of place. But there are more than 20 languages in my small place. So my mother tongue is different. My mother tongue is we call Manipuri or Mitilon. And for overall India, we have Hindi and English. But also there are a lot of major languages in India. Different types of peoples. About 2,000 ethnic peoples. Different colors, different food habits, and different costumes, dresses. This is something I like. Most of the Indian people, they don't kill animals because they are vegetarians. Most of the people in India, they don't eat meat. I think that's a good thing. But for me, I eat everything. So I love, vegetarian, so most of the Indian people, they don't kill animals. I like this. Oh, it's very interesting. So, India is the home of 33 billion gods and goddesses. there are 33 billion gods and goddesses. But in Korea, I think you go to church, right? And your grandpas, grandmas, they go to monastery, Buddhist, they are Buddhist. Maybe some other small religions, some Muslim population may be there. But in India, oh my God, that 33 billion gods and goddesses there. A lot of gods. Everything. For the tree, there is a God. For the water, for the air, for the fire. God is everywhere. Oh my God, this is very interesting things in India. All right. So, beautiful things, very colorful dresses, dancing, Bollywood, beautiful girls. Yeah. But again, what is this? We have beautiful things, dancing and colorful dresses, but at the same time, you see very crowded train. It's a kind of not very kind of favorable. It's not very good situation for transportation. So sometimes traveling for general Indian people is very hard, very difficult. Do you like this? I'm not sure. Yeah, again we have this beautiful building, monument. What do you call it? Taj Mahal. We call it Taj Mahal. Some 100 years ago it was built, Taj Mahal. And again, we call it, this is kind of a small tricycle. So most of the people don't have money for cars and other vehicles, so they are using, we call it rickshaw. We call it rickshaw, tricycle. So sometimes, it happens in India, the poor family, they don't have cars, so they are moving like this. They are going like this. Jinine, what is this? Have you seen this before? Qutub Minar. This is kind of a very tall kind of pillar. Built many years ago. Qutub Minar is a very popular kind of monument in India. And also India has such kind of beautiful clothes with the beautiful turbans, and it looks very clean. It looks great. Good looking. But again, this is Indian street. So cows are everywhere. And at the same time, traffic's moving. So it's very difficult sometimes. And also at the same time, Indian people are enjoying such kind of situation because cows on the street are becoming kind of part of Indians' life. So sometimes it doesn't matter. This is, India Gate. We call it India Gate. And very crowded kind of street, market street. So you can see congested people, and the police is trying to control the traffic. You know, it's very crowded, and the people are rushing. What is this? Food, yes. I hope many people are talking about Indian food. So again, there are many Indian food. So there are a lot of good food there. But most of the food are spicy, people think. But not always spicy. There are many good food also there. But at the same time, there are thousands of people who don't have money to buy food. They go to bed hungry. So hunger is still a problem in India. And especially for children like this, they are begging, like they're requesting, people going here and there for some money. So there are street children. There are many street children. Like, the biggest city in India is Mumbai. Some years ago we called it Bombay. Some years ago we called it Bombay, but changed. Now we call it Mumbai. So Mumbai is the biggest city in India. There are more children like this. So more than about 300,000 people like this in India. Homeless people, begging and suffering from hunger. But in Korea, I think homeless people, yes, you have homeless people, but very small, maybe only 10,000 people, elderly people. But in India, every railway stations and every big cities, there are a lot of homeless people. That's a very kind of sad situation. And homeless is becoming kind of a global issue nowadays. Not only in India. United States of America. In America, there are a lot of homeless people nowadays. 3.5 million homeless people in the United States. Oh my God. United Kingdom, homeless people. But India is still facing this issue. Hunger, homeless, street children. A lot of fruit. So, do you have pineapple in Korea?
Yes.
Do you grow pineapple? No. You find pineapple in the market. Do you know what's that green one?
Lime.
Mango. Yeah, mango. So in India, mango is everywhere. Sometimes we don't buy because everywhere Mango trees are everywhere. So do you like mango? Mango fruit? And do you grow mango tree here in Korea? Do you have mango tree in Korea? No. So we have a lot of mango trees and mango fruit there. So lemon, a lot of lemon, and oranges. We have different types of oranges in there. So a lot of wonderful fruits also there in India. And yeah, most of the Indian people, they worship cow because they think cow is a kind of god. Well, what is this? A statue of Buddha. And Buddha was born in India. So every year, many people from other parts of the world, they are coming to India to see Buddha's birthplace. So I was talking about, God and a goddess. So there are many gods and goddesses in India. This is one of the goddess, and we call it this monkey god Hanuman. So Indian people, they worship, especially, during the October, there is a festival of light. So this is related to Festival of Lights during the October. This is also one of the very amazing gods. We call it Shiva. And he got weapons that kind of, three-pronged spear. And can you see snake around his neck? Oh, this is kind of very scary kind of goddess. And this goddess is for vehicles, like cars and the trucks. Cars and the trucks, when people driving cars and the vehicles, they worship, they pray to this goddess. We call it Kalimai. Kali means black, Kalimai, or Kalima. Alright, so in terms of the gods and goddesses, in India, if you read newspapers and if you watch television news, you may find many issues and stories about Indian god-men. So in India, many people, they claim that they have power of God. And they claim that they can do magical kind of thing. So many people, they worship and they pray to such kind of men, and they think that they are God men. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's very bad. This God man, his name is Asaram Babu. And he has got a problem. In the name of the God, that he did something bad things. He did something bad things to his, followers, So now he is in jail. Do you know jail? He was arrested by the police and sent to jail. So government is sometimes bad, but sometimes maybe good. And again, he is also a very famous godman in India. His name is Gurmeet Ram Rahim. He's also kind of a singer. And also, yeah, he's a singer, kind of celebrity, but at the same time, he is a godman. He also did many bad things to the people, especially to the women and the girls. So he was arrested and he also now in jail. So Indian godman sometimes bad. So sexual violence relating to the godman and also general issue. India has a big problem. We call it sexual violence. This is very kind of very bad news, very sad news for Indian people. So we have many cases of sexual violence. You can see some kind of data there. So this is data for 2016. Total crimes against women. That was 338, 594,000. And also rape cases there. 38,947 in 2016. So some people, were sent to jail. Very small number. There are a lot of bad guys, bad people, and but very small criminals are being sent to jail. At 4,739 only. Yeah, this is a general kind of picture about sexual violence in India. So, for the last 10 years in India, there has been movement, protest, and people are making noises to stop sexual violence. So frequently there are meetings and the people are coming to the street and they are protesting. So yes, this is very important for Indian girls and Indian women this time around. All right, so stop violence against women is becoming a very strong, active voice nowadays in India. Okay. Do you know some of the statues here? Statues. The smallest one is in Brazil, I think, in Brazil. And next, this one is in Russia. And do you know where is it? Statue of Liberty? New York. And this is I'm not sure this is, but this is in China. This is in China. But the biggest one, the biggest statue, you see, 182 meters tall. This is the tallest statue in the world. And this statue is in India, in Gujarat state. The biggest statue in India. This is a very new statue. Last month, in October, this statue was opened and inaugurated. And a lot of US dollars, like in the US dollar, $300 million went in their government get this statue. They spent about 300 million US dollar. Huge amount, a huge amount. So we can use that huge money for some other good things, like, you know, Indian farmers, Indian cultivators. When there is no rain, their paddy fields dry up, no water. They are very poor kind of farmers. They don't have money. So the money that used for building statue can be used for these purposes. So Indian farmers are suffering a lot for the last maybe 30 years. And sometimes Indian farmers are committing suicide because they don't have any money. They borrowed some money from the bank, they cannot repay the money. They took loan from bank, small money, but they couldn't pay back. So they are committing suicide. So farmers are having very, very hard time. So my point is that instead of spending a huge amount of money, we can use that money for these farmers. Do you think that is India an old country? Actually, India is not an old country. India is a kind of new country. Still, you know, India is making up. India is building. India is not old country. India is new country. And still, the process of building nation is going on. But some Indians want to call it Bharat. Another name for India is Bharat. Bharat may be very old kind of thing. but India is a new country, kind of new nation. So India has many things. India is diverse. So as I told you before, multiple languages there, different peoples, several costumes, dresses, various kind of food. And when you think of India and Indian people and their looks, you think that this is India. Yeah, of course, this is Indian face. He is Prime Minister of India. His name is Narendra Modi. He is the leader of India now. So you may think that, oh, Indian face is like his. What do you think? Next fish? What do you think? Next fish is from which country? From which country? No, from India. In my part, far east part of India. I am from far east part of India. So in my part, we have people like him. He was one of the leader of, Northeast. We call it sometimes Northeast India, Northeast India. So he was also one of the leader from India. So can you see different fashions? Yeah. So when you think India, oh, India is very strange because there are many different things. Again, he is Bollywood actor. His face may be general kind of Indian face. And she is kind of Indian politician, very famous politician. She is foreign minister, and women, Indian women are like her. You know this boy, he looks like Vietnamese, Cambodian, or what do you think? This boy, soccer player. He is from my part, from my region. He is a very famous soccer player, soccer goalkeeper. She is also from India, from my region, Northeast India. So you can see different types of Indian fashions. So India is not singular. India is not a single thing. There are plural, there are multiple, there are so many things in India. Again, you can see this is a typical picture of elderly people in India. Yeah, they are Muslims. In India we have Hindus. Hindus are majority. We call it a majority. Big religion is, we call it Hinduism. Hinduism is about 80%, about 80% Hinduism. And next, Muslim. They are Muslim people. And also we have a lot of Christian. Christian is the third. First, Hindu, second, Muslim, and third is Christian. So this is a typical kind of general picture of Indian marriage ceremony. During the wedding, during the marriage, you know, people are dressing up this way. But again, in my part of India, we call it again Northeast India. Many people are celebrating their wedding, their marriage this way. So India is different again from one place to another. And yes, Indian women, Indian people are worshipping, they are praying to God like this. They are offering some flowers and the fruit, and they are doing this kind of in the water. And this is also kind of religious ritual ceremony. I mean, related to the praying to God. So, you see the difference between this picture and this one. This is also part of India. Right, you know, yeah, these guys are wearing, you know, that kind of Indian traditional costume, clothes. These girls from northeast part of India, they are having again different costumes, different dresses. Kashmir, they are Kashmiri women, Kashmiri girls. And yeah, Punjabis, they are Punjabis. They are wearing different types of clothes and turbans. And again, you can see a different kind of costumes and faces. They are from Himachal Pradesh, we call it Himachal. And coming back to languages, in India we have government. India government recognizes 22 languages. So you can see Hindi and English, Bengali, Marathi, and this is my language, Manipuri. This is my language. And Telugu is spoken in southern part of India. Tamil also spoken southern part of India. So, yeah, 22 recognized languages here. And Northeast India, yes, you see the color. The colored map is Northeast India. And my home place is here, this green one, Manipur. So we call it Northeast India. And again, we have different things from mainland India. You can see different costumes, clothes. They are not wearing kind of Indian general costume, saris. They don't wear saris. Can you see this kind of bamboo dance? Bamboo dance is very popular across the world. Bamboo dance. It's happening in my place, Northeast India. These girls are wearing their traditional costume from different parts of Northeast India. And these people, so there are some people from Northeast India working and living here in Korea. These are the guys. You know, sometimes we gather together in Korea and we enjoy dinner together, especially during the Chuseok time. So my friends and me, can you see Jinine in the picture? Right. So these people are also Indians. But many people said, no, these people are not Indians. They are different. But yeah, becoming part of India. And these are the women wearing again their costume, traditional costumes when gathering for festival. So they are wearing these clothes. And my wife, my daughter, yeah. All right, so whenever I talk about my birthplace, Manipur, polo is very important. And also, these women, you know, these women, these mothers are holding torch, you know, they're holding torch fire. Because these mothers are doing a lot of activities. They are protecting their children. You know, they are kind of volunteers. And they are protecting their children from using like alcohol, smoking, and sometimes there are many problems. So there are problems, mothers are coming out during the night time, and sometimes they are fighting back police and the military, because sometimes police and the military are very bad. So mothers are coming out. So we call it Maira Pai B. So they are very strong and very active in my place. Oh, our mothers are very brave, you know, they are very strong, and they are doing a lot of things for the society. I love them. You know this picture?
Yes.
Mahatma Gandhi. I loved him very much. Do you love Gandhi? Because he is a very, very good kind of guy. You know, he was fighting against the British, and yeah, very good for very truth, and kind of very sincere and non-violence. He doesn't like violence, non-violence. No fighting, no killing, no quarreling. Very good guy. So Mahatma Gandhi is from India, and also, you know, he did kind of fasting. Do you know the fasting? Fasting means not taking food, not eating, because he was protesting against the British rule. So in form of taking no food, you know, some days, you know, he did his fasting. So Mahatma Gandhi is very popular for non-violence. But her name is Irom Sharmila. She is a lady from my place, Northeast India. She is following Mahatma Gandhi non-violence. And she did her fasting for 16 years. You know, not 16 days, 16 years. 16 years, nothing, you know, she has eaten 16 years. But government, they are giving food through this pipe. Through this pipe, government is giving food by force. And she got prize from Korea. In the year 2007, she got a prize from Korea. Do you know Gwangju? There is one NGO, we call it May 18 Foundation. May 18 Foundation offered her a prize, Gwangju Human Rights Peace Prize. So we have Gandhi, and we also have such kind of lady that doing hunger strike for 16 years, but now she has stopped her hunger strike. Okay, yeah, this is about different things that happening in India. Thank you so much.